Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I want to go over another video in regards to why you would want to, or what the benefits are of taking your cryptocurrency investments and turning them into a business. Because I don't think a lot of people understand what kind of opportunity they have here, okay? So first I want to go over a couple things. I'm not a financial advisor. By all means, go and get legal advice because we're going to be talking about corporations, and get tax advice because we're going to be talking about awesome tax benefits from the proper authorities, advisors. I am not one of them. All right, so you guys know that I did a video on corporations and why you would want to take your yield. So we're going to give you an example, like with Theta, when you're staking different types of nodes and you're buying equipment for it, or if you have any DeFi, anything that's turning into income, where you have yield producing assets, right? And even if you just have a lot of cryptocurrency and you want to protect it, this is something you really want to consider, because what you don't realize, it's more than a Digibyte slogan, be your own bank. You are now your own bank. See, in the past, when you go to your normal financial institutions, you'd put $100,000 or $1,000 on deposit and you would get interest. The sad thing is, at the end of the year, you'd have to go and claim that interest on your taxes. And that was it, right? But now you are becoming your own bank, and people don't understand that owning cryptocurrency now is opening up the realm of you owning your own company. And even if you don't want to be one of those big moguls that has all of these, employees, you don't have to. You just simply have to have the right documentation in place to be able to have the right protections and tax benefits. Okay, so we're going to explain that today. All right. Oh, before I start too, I'm going to be doing an interview with Garen Sutton. He is Robert Kiyosaki's tax professional. He owns Corporate Direct. I'll be doing an interview with him this weekend. He has amazing books out. He writes all the books on corporate strategies for the Rich Dad, Poor Dad series. And he has started 5 corporations for me, and their company is amazing. This is all they do. They are extremely cost efficient. It is absolutely mind blowing. That's why I have that many corporations with him alone. So I highly suggest, if you want to see that video, hit the subscribe or the bell notification. You could get that video. Now, we're going to go over a couple questions, but this is probably going to be a bigger series because the last video I did was a huge hit, and people are already starting to read the book. They're already talking to Garrett. There is a coupon code below that you can fill out a form, tell them the Economic Ninja sent you at the bottom of the form, and that actually gets you $100 off of the formation of a corporation. And even if you don't start the corporation, you get a free consultation on what the benefits would be in what your personal situation is. All right, here we go. Crypto corporation. First question: can I use a corporation or LLC that I already own to protect my crypto? Now, just so you know, a little disclaimer: there's some spelling errors and some grammatical errors in there, so feel free to correct me in the comments below. All right, so that's an interesting question. The easy answer is no, you don't want to do that for a couple different reasons. So first off, if the company, even if the corporation you already own is stagnant and you haven't used it in a while, you got to look at the statute of limitations and what you did with that corporation. If that corporation has ever done anything that could be deemed that you could have wronged somebody and somebody wants to sue you, a lot of lawsuits don't start for years down the road. When somebody gets the gumption or enough people to go, hey, you should sue that person or that company, did you wrong? And all of a sudden you have a lawsuit in front of you, like, this happened like 4 years ago. Well, depending on the what's being alleged, statute of limitations, you could be opening yourself up for some issues. Why would you want to slam a bunch of cryptocurrency in there and all of a sudden have those now available? They're ripe for the picking. Now, again, I'm not Mr. Negative, but I am very, very defensive. So I always look at 10 different ways something can go wrong, and then I usually have a lot better sleep at night. The other reason is, depending on the type of company you had, or in the corporate structure you have, or the bylaws and how they're written, you may not want to use that for your cryptocurrency because it might not have as much tax benefits as opposed to if you started a different type of entity, okay? And that's where calling Corporate Direct and filling out that document below and getting the free consultation helps a lot, and also talking to a tax professional, all right? Now, here's another thing too. We'll talk about this later, but corporate, dual corporate or multi-corporate structures for people work very well. I do it in my own life. You get an even more different types of write-offs. It's just a really neat thing. Whereas, let's say somebody wealthy, like let's say Jeff Bezos, because on paper he probably owns nothing. You can't find him with any money, and people find it hard to believe that, but one company rents his house for him, one company owns his Learjet, one company, sends him on vacations, those kind of things. There's all these different reasons why you legally set up multiple entities for different reasons to be able to support your lifestyle tax-free. All right. Number two, what benefits are there from storing crypto in a corporation? Okay, so number one, protection. First off, Corporate Direct does corporations in every state of the United States. Here in California, people don't realize this. If you went out and you were found guilty of hitting somebody with your car on accident, like it's totally not your fault, but it's accident, and they sue you and they're able to get a judgment, they can attach whatever the judgment's for to you and whatever you own. Okay, so if you own crypto, and I know there's a lot of people out there that go, they'll never find my crypto. Well, I'm gonna guarantee you that's only 1% of the world right now, because most of the people watching this video have bought crypto after a certain date and they are able to find it. And I'm telling you right now, and if they can't find it today, by a year from now, there are going to be companies that's all they're doing is figuring out ways to figure out where you own stuff so that they can get paid by companies to go find your money. The IRS is already investing tons of money into this right now just to go look for Monero owners. If you don't, if you haven't heard about that, go Google it. IRS searching for Monero owners. All right. So protection. If you have it in a corporation and you went out and you hurt somebody on accident, okay, I'm not saying go run over people, but my point being is that if you hurt somebody, they couldn't attach to your crypto holdings because it's in a corporation, and the corporation, they would have to prove that the corporation did something. And this is where you get into multi-member corporations as opposed to single owner corporations, because they could pierce the veil. Okay, and there's all these strategies, and again, that's why you talk to the professionals and say, hey, what kind of liability am I opening up myself to? Okay, all right. Number two, taxes. A wealthy person will always tell you that the one professional they spend most of their time with each year is their tax person. Why? Because a dollar saved is a dollar earned. If you don't believe that, then you're poor and you have a poor mentality. You got to get over it, all right? A dollar saved is a dollar earned. If I don't have to spend the dollar and I'm able to put it in my pocket, I have now a dollar. That's how it works. The guys at my old job would make fun of me like crazy because I used to drive around little Honda Civics, and they said, well, is that thing just spitting out money? I'm all, well, dude, look at all the money I'm saving. I'm making money. And they would make fun of that. But it's total difference in mentalities, okay, and wealth creation. So now you open up yourself to total write-offs. Now think about this. You now have a business in front of you. Like, let's say you're staking Theta. Well, it took a computer to do that. It took internet, electricity. It took the investment in the Theta. It now is producing income, and now you start a company, just like the company you work for, where you may have a car leasing program, right? Again, talk to tax professionals. That's exactly how to do this. And there are people that I know that work for big companies, and part of their benefits package is a car lease for a certain amount, right? They have a corporate gym membership. They have expenses, meal expenses, things like that. Well, now by you starting your own corporation, you are now opening yourself up to that realm of tax savings. So that is something that is very, very important. So I want to keep this video short, but this interview that's coming up this next week with Garen Sutton, I think is going to be very important. It's going to be crypto focused, because nobody really is talking about this on the internet. So if you know anybody that's really into staking or mining cryptos, or even if you own a bunch of cryptos and you don't know where to put them, right? Yes, we know how to solve the wallet issues and the exchange issues and stuff, but you want to be able to secure them from legal consequences, then this is what you want to start watching. So with that being said, guys, I thank you for watching, and the Economic Ninja is out.